Part 2 of the Shreveport connections of the Monday Night Wars this week. Where we left off, segment 2,
And 3.
I believe segment 1 and 2 went to the WWE for
Right.
Tag Team Champions. Segment 3 had match 2, Shannon Moore versus Kazarian, which, by the way, the X Division is what keeps TNA in the running right now.
Would have been a good match.
It was a good match for a while, because Kazarian and Shannon Moore are two really good cruiserweight wrestlers. Kazarian, Samoa Joe comes out, I think, at the end of the match, or Shannon gets beat because the referee gets knocked down because Kazarian throws Shannon Moore into the referee. Samoa Joe comes out, knocks out Shannon Moore, knocks him off the turnbuckle or whatever, and then Kazarian gets his move and pow, over. But then after that, Samoa Joe goes crazy, beats the hell out of Kazarian, puts him up, Bronco Buster, one-handed, by the way, guys, one-handed on Kazarian. It's like he's come back and pow, he's just dominating everybody. And then I guess that was the end of that segment. Mine. What about segment 3 for you, Tommy?
Okay, basically they just come back and show footage for the street fight from last night. Sheamus and Triple H. Matt Striker announces Triple H is out of action, and it is unclear on how long he will miss. And they will hear from Sheamus later. Okay, backstage, Josh Matthews interviews World Champion Jack Swagger. He says last night he went toe-to-toe with the Viper, and he has cut his head off. Edge interrupts. He reminds Swagger that he defeated Chris Jericho in a steel cage match last night, which means he is next in line for the World Championship match. He tells Swagger he had better hope he gets drafted to Raw, otherwise he has to wait about 4 days left with the championship. And basically I give that segment to TNA.
Yeah, because the beautiful people.
It was an actual match. Come on. We want to see action.
And TNA's, they were good. Okay, match. The next segment was the Biz talking to Hogan backstage about having given him a ring, which gave him confidence. Vince knows that he's holding special powers, but he feels he can do anything with it. It goes on to say that he may lose in the ring tonight, but he will not lose what it gave him. And then it cuts to another part with Matt Morgan with Jesse Neal. Tries recruiting for a tag team partner. Neal was buying it, says he knows what's happened to Mason Red 2 weeks ago when Morgan went off his rocker. Maybe he could get him to partner with him to fight Team 3D. And then you see AJ walking in backstage towards the ring, taking care of business tonight, and now this is the commercial break. And then the whole, I guess that's segment 4 for me. What was you?
Okay, we actually had a match on this segment here. Divas Tag Team match for a Diva draft pick, Michelle McCool and Layla Cool, with Vicky Vicky Guerrero in the corner, versus Divas champion Eve and Maurice. I mean, come on now. Throwing them together.
That was a dead giveaway to SmackDown.
Yeah, it's like 5 on 1 again.
Really, it was just
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 on 1. Come on now.
To me,
Maurice is not happy about teaming with Eve, of course, like I just said.
Because she lost her title to her last week.
Hometown of Richmond, Virginia for Mickie James.
I mean, come on, WWE. You couldn't have been more obvious with that one.
The crowd is chanting in the background, "We want Mickie."
Yeah.
Okay, Eve and Maurice get into a fight on the outside of the ring. Stryker makes a joke directed at Joey Styles, futureendeavors.org.
Yeah.
Eve and Maurice argue again. Michelle takes advantage and boots Maurice for the win in the first draft pick. And they do the little segment with the lotto. Kelly has drafted SmackDown.
Which, she's not doing much anyway. So I'm guessing they're going to push for her there. Wherever. Sort of. My next segment, that segment went to WWE because
You didn't have a segment for that one.
Yeah, I just had some talking going on.
It doesn't much.
I guess WWE because they had.
Okay, I'll go on to the next one. Okay, we come back from commercial. Evan Bourne versus CM Punk with Serena and Luke Gallows.
Yeah.
The match went for about. This match is for the number 2 draft pick. Very good match here. Punk and Bourne styles complement each other. Bourne is taking it to Punk, and it looks to be a close victory. Bourne attempts airborne, but is knocked off by the hooded mystery man. Internet reports that Joey Mercury, possible, could be Shad Gaspard. There were 2 guys that went on the ring at the pay-per-view, so it's unknown. But from Raw point of view, this is predicted. Some fans that were in the arena said it looked like more like Alex Riley about his size from FCW.
The new FCW champion.
Okay, this allows Punk to hit the GTS to pick up another pick for SmackDown. All right, the lotto goes, and draft pick number 2, Big Show, SmackDown.
And you know what? SmackDown can have it.
Well, it's the Big Show.
And guess what happened, guys? They split up Show Miz, just like they did last time when it was.
Since they already lost the tag titles,
they get a rematch, but
they're not going to get a rematch because they're on opposite shows.
No, because they did that with Jericho. Remember, they got a rematch.
But they're Miz and
they'll get a rematch because they're entitled to one. But
they're on
since they split them up, they're not going to keep them together.
That's true. That's probably so.
Okay, my segment was the AJ Styles and Sting versus Jeff Jarrett and Jeff Hardy Falls Count Anywhere match. The match goes underway. Goes against the Hardy and Styles fighting on the ramp. And Jeff Jarrett and Sting in the crowd. They're fighting. This was more like a street fight. This really wasn't a match. I mean, they're basically throwing shit at each other because there was 2 refs. One following one group, one following the other. I mean, basically, Hardy's about to do, the match was really not a match. I mean, it was just kind of, hey, Tommy, what's up? And you're like, oh, I didn't know what happened. That's pretty much what that match was. It was bleh. I wanted to see Jeff Hardy jump off that
off the top of the ladder on the stage.
But the stupid ref moves the table back, and Jeff Hardy has to get off the ladder. Boo on TNA. I give that segment to WWE just for that. Because Sting pins Jeff Jarrett after, hey Tommy, I hit you with a whipping. Whoop-de-doo. It was more like a street fight than it was a false count anywhere.
Really?
Check to WWE. Tommy,
and that ends this segment for
this part
the Raw, the battle.